This is the plaintiff, James Barber. He says he hired the defendant to monogram 26 of his dress shirts with his first initial and last name. And he told him he wants the monograms to be on the right cuff of each shirt. When he picked up his order, the monograms were plastered across the front of the shirts, and it looked ridiculous. All of his shirts are ruined now. The stubborn defendant refuses to admit he made a mistake, and he's suing for $1,710, the amount to replace his shirts. This is the defendant, Joseph Petaccio III. He says the plaintiff never explained he wanted the monograms on the cuffs of his shirt, because if he had, that's where they would have been. He usually places the monograms on the front of the shirts. The plaintiff never specified he didn't want them there, and there's no way he's going to buy this man a whole new wardrobe when he did a very nice job. He's accused of being shirt out of luck.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to monogram 26 shirts. The guy put the monograms on the shirt almost like the Mickey Mouse Club. But the defendant says the plaintiff never said he wanted the monograms on the cuffs. It's the case of, hi, my name is James.
Mr. Barber, you are suing Mr. Petaccio, doing business as JPT's Custom Sportswear, for $1,710 in damages because, according to you, you hired them to monogram your cuffs, and they monogrammed the shirt pockets. What happened?
Well, I'll go back to where it originally started. I was at an event, and I ran into a friend, and I noticed on his cuff, he had his name, and typically on the cuff it's initials, but he had his last name on there, and I said, man, that's cool. So I started looking into getting it done myself, and I called
the defendant, and you called the defendant.
PJ's
Yeah.
Tees, and I spoke with a person
But did your friend have it done there or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're calling around trying to find a place. You found their place. You liked the price, and you brought him every shirt you own?
No,
Okay.
I didn't bring them every shirt I
How
own.
many shirts did you bring him?
26.
That's
I
a lot
brought
of shirts. Let me see. Bring me the box. So you bring him the shirts, and when you talk to him on the phone, what do you say?
When I talked to him on the phone, I was very specific in my conversation with him because, as I just stated, it wasn't something that I see every day. Typically, it's just initials. So I told him specifically what I wanted to have done on the telephone.
Right.
He told me that it would be no problem. He
Right.
gave me the idea that this is...
On the phone, when you talked to him, did he tell you that he wanted, oh, geez.
Yeah, that's a dress shirt.
Okay. On the phone, when you talked to him, did he tell you that he wanted it on his cuff?
No.
What? I mean, I find that hard to believe because the guy's trying to find a place that will do a specific thing he wants done, which is to put it on the cuff. And he's going to hide that fact from you?
He asked if we would embroider his name, or his first initial and his last name onto his shirt. And
Why wouldn't he not say the cuffs? It's the cuffs what he wanted. We know that. Now, you don't doubt that it's the cuffs he wanted, right? And
No.
when someone says, hey, can you embroider my shirt? And you say, sure. Nobody discusses where the embroidery is going to be.
Okay, so the guy said he wanted it, or at least he says that he wanted it on his cuff and he got it here. Does he automatically get his money back?
Yes,
Because he didn't get what he paid for it?
exactly.
Well, what if he didn't say it? I mean, because the other guy's saying he didn't tell me that. Can you monogram a shirt here? Have you seen that before?
I've seen it, but if he didn't ask for it, he shouldn't have to pay for it.
I mean, just hypothetically, what if nothing was said?
If nothing was said, the designers have to go by instinct, and if they thought that would be done, if there's nothing said, it's obviously the designer's choice.
Wow, going by instinct, that is a lawsuit. Going inside the courtroom.
Nobody from your end. You're the business. Nobody in the business that says, sir, how big do you want it? What color do you want? Nobody asks those questions?
yeah, normally, yes. It usually goes over your left chest.
This is enormous. It looks like a bowling shirt. Okay?
Exactly.
It's a dress shirt. It looks like a bowling shirt. It's so big.
Thank you.
There's no pocket on it to put it on. It's not some small, discreet thing.
No, they
and
didn't ask me about
who
it.
took the shirts in?
My mother.
Okay, is she here?
No, she's not.
And how long has she worked at the place?
Since we've owned it, 31 years.
31 years. And who does the actual embroidery? Is it at your place or you farm it?
Farming out.
Farm it out. May I see the paperwork from your farm out? How do you come up with a value for the shirts? Do you have the receipts for any of them?
No, actually, I don't, and that was the problem. In fact, when I spoke with him about this, I went on the internet and looked at prices with the
With what?
shirt.
With the brands that are there?
Yes.
Okay, may I see what your research showed? Let me see.
Amazon, Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay, this
went
is
on
a
sites
typed
like
up
that.
sheet of paper with you putting prices. That's not
Oh,
research.
okay,
I want to
well.
see the independent research.
Okay,
Oh, you didn't bring that, huh? So you have zero
I mean, it
proof
was
of
a-
it.
I mean, it was a-
So you have zero proof of the
That's
value
okay.
of the shirts. All right, and you know how old are some of these shirts? How young are some of these shirts? It's kind of okay. 26 shirts at $4. No, that's okay. I'm sorry. This is your receipt with him. I'm talking about what your mama filled out.
That was the same paper. That was the work order, Your Honor.
It doesn't say where to put it. It says script and black letters, but it doesn't say where to put it. There's a picture here to put where to put it, and even that's not filled out. So what's going on?
Usually left chest is like standard.
No, we're done. We're done. I mean, I know that this guy was looking specifically for a specific thing. You know, he liked how it looked when someone shook hands with him, that he would see their name. I think that's so cool. It is kind of cool. I think I may, you know, co-opt this little idea. So that's a problem. Now, the valuation, of course, is not going to be what you're telling me because you have zero proof of any of this. And you have to understand that none of it, what your valuation in court is the value of the item at the time that it's damaged. So it would be the value of 26 used shirts. That's what it is.
I mean, they're
Not replacement value. Do you understand the difference? Because you got use out of the shirt. So that's what it is. It's used shirts. That's what you brought him, and that's what he ruined. I'm agreeing with you. He ruined it. And plus, you're just writing numbers on a piece of paper. How'd you think that I was? Do you ever watch a People's Court? And you didn't think I'd say, show me some proof?
Well, I mean, in my mind, that is proof.
That's
I mean,
you
I wouldn't
saying
have got
it.
on.
That's
I mean,
this is
okay.
just in writing. You're flapping gums. It's the same thing. It's just typically what litigants do is print it out and show it to me.
Okay, I would have been doing a lot of. Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's
it's a lot of
fine.
work, right? What you want me to do?
No,
Yeah.
I'd rather not have had it done at all.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you, but there's two parts to every lawsuit. One is liability. I'm 100% with you on liability. The other one is damages. And your proof of damages is woefully inadequate. So, what time is it, Douglas?
Little rough justice over
As
here.
the time in the People's Court where we do a little rough justice. Let me look through the rest of the brands because I only looked through a couple. And you have a lot of shirts. What do you do?
I'm a truck driver.
How often do you wear these shirts? Are you serious? I love it. I love it. Oh.
Yeah, can't you say?
Sure.
I mean, if you see the names on some of those shirts, I mean, it's going to be ridiculous to replace them for nothing.
For what? I haven't said anything yet. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining if I haven't said anything yet?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Give me two more. Just stick your hands in there and pick out two more.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
I don't know.
That's not the one.
That's the one.
Pull out, give him back the box. Pull out the most expensive shirt you got there. Do it.
The most expensive?
Yeah.
She said two. One?
Go ahead, two. Go ahead. It's one, but no, now I'm going to give you two. I'm looking up Lorenzo Uomo, which you listed at 98, and I'm seeing a lot of those shirts at 30 at Nordstrom, brand new, not 98. But go on. So pick one.
Was that, no, maybe
Pick
that
one.
was two.
Pick one. And in a minute, I'm going to lose that patience. And
Okay.
I will.
All right, let's look at David Donahue.
Okay, and you listed it at 135. Let me see the David Donahue shirt.
David Donahue.
Because I'm seeing them at Nordstrom Rack for 50, at Nordstrom for 135, one of them. Well, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Little rough justice. What I'm going to do is I am going to order, first of all those shirts, you just bought them. So I hope you know somebody who's named Jay Barber because you just bought them, pal. So take the box of shirts and put them over there. And I'm going to order the defendants to reimburse the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000. That's my judgment. Good luck, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, the plaintiff wins the lawsuit. Mr. Petticcio, the defendant's come out of the courtroom. I don't know if he's a winner or not. You ended up with all these shirts. What are you going to do with them?
I hope they're my size.
You don't mind the name on them?
Yeah, and
well, never mind. I don't-
we'll donate them to somebody.
You will. All right. The bottom line is you agree you made a mistake. There
Yes.
wasn't proper instructions on there.
Correct.
Okay.
And we acknowledge that off the get-go. And
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Thank you very much.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to sign a few documents on your way out of the courtroom. Mr. Barber, seriously, you won a $1,000 verdict. I don't know if you really won or not. You just got rid of 26 shirts. It's going to cost you more than that to replace those shirts.
He's the winner.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're a winner, but I feel sorry for you. Okay, you got to go shirt shopping. Harvey?
Okay, I mean, so simple. These specs have to be in writing before the deal is closed.